guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I do my everyday makeup look. The key feature of my everyday makeup look is that I don't use foundation, and I think it's because whenever I put foundation on I think it looks great at the start, but then by the end of the day I just think it's broken up everywhere and it looks awful, and I just kind of wish I hadn't put it on to start with. So I've just cut it completely out of my makeup routine now. I'll put foundation on if I'm going out for the night, but like throughout the day it's just a no for me. And a quick disclaimer, I'm no makeup artist. This video will probably be all over the place and I do things like maybe a bit unorthodox, but that's just how I do my makeup. It works for me. Whatever you do may work for you, but I hope you kind of learn something from this video. So without me rambling any longer, let's get on with it. So the first thing I do every day before putting any makeup on is exfoliate my lips, and I use a Lush lip scrub to do this, but I've already done that off camera, so I'll move on to moisturiser, which is always my next step. I use the Aveeno Daily Moisturising Cream to moisturise my face. I really like this moisturiser. It was prescribed to me by my doctor because I get really dry skin around my eyes, and honestly it works miracles to fix that. So, just put this on. Oh, I've used way too much. Okay, now my hands are covered in moisturiser. Then, although I don't use foundation, I still prime my face, and to do this I use the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Primer. I find this really smooths out my skin and like gets rid of the appearance of pores, so it's really good, and it also stops the concealer under my eyes creasing so badly. So I make sure I get it under my eyes because I just hate my under eye regions, and then the rest of it just kind of all over my face. So now my face is tacky, I move on to concealer, and I use a beauty blender to apply this, but I'm going to have to go and wet it because it's really dry. And I'm back. Ow. I'm currently using the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C3, and I find this one matches me really well, but quite often it's not in stock, so I also use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Fair quite a lot as well, because I can never seem to find this one in store. I just kind of conceal in the regions where I get the most red, but I focus on my under eye as they're the like worst part. The concealer's running out as well, which really isn't helping. With my under eyes I find I have to move really quickly because the concealer likes to crease. I also take my under eye concealer kind of on my eyelids just to act as a base for eyeshadow. It's not wanting to blend out very well. And excuse the faces I'm pulling. I also tend to put a bit of concealer over my lips because I literally hate my natural lip line. I then have to set my concealer quite quickly, otherwise it will crease, and I just use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and a big fluffy brush to do this. So I pack the powder under my eyes first to make sure my under eye concealer is set, and then I just go in for the rest of my face. Then onto my brows, I use the Anastasia Brow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown, and I find this kind of difficult to work with. Like, I think it's because mine's dried up a little bit, but I'll do my best. I've never done them on camera before. Oh my god, it's already gone bad. Can barely hold the mirror still. I don't think my brows have ever gone any worse, but there we go. Then to bronze I use a very dirty Benefit Hoola, and I use a big fluffy brush to do this as I'm not trying to contour my face, just kind of get a bronze look. And I follow that general rule to contour in like a 3 shape. I just think it gives a good definition to the jawline and the cheekbones, and just kind of gives the face an overall more structured look. I'm literally not looking in a mirror, so this probably looks awful. And that's bronzer done. Since I don't use foundation and my cheeks are quite rosy anyway, I just skip out blusher and move straight on to highlight. Then to highlight I use Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I very much hit pan on it. I put most emphasis on highlighting my cheekbones, I just really like the way like a good cheekbone highlight looks. So I go a bit overboard on that because it just looks really nice. Not sure if it's going to show up on camera though. And then I just kind of highlight my nose, Cupid's bow, and a bit on the chin. And then I usually go in with a smaller brush and just highlight my inner corner and brow bone as well. Then onto eyes. My go-to everyday palette is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I just think it's really versatile, like there's a really good transition colour for me, the perfect lid shade, and I just find I gravitate towards this palette the most. So first I go in with the shade Georgia, which is like a perfect pink tone transition colour, and I just use a big fluffy brush and get that kind of all in my crease. I just think this gives perfect definition into the crease, and like it's a very good kind of one colour shadow. You just kind of throw it on, and if you don't want to do anything else, you're basically good to go. I tend to just try and darken up the outer corner though, so I use the shades Summer Yum and Charmed I'm Sure mixed together, and I use a slightly smaller fluffy brush and pack them in the outer corner. Then I tend to just get a clean blending brush and fluff these out a bit more. Then for my favourite part, which is the lid shade, I use the shade Luscious, and I usually just put it on with my finger as I feel like you get more pigmentation that way. And honestly, like, this shade is gorgeous. I don't know how much it's going to show up on camera, but it's like a kind of champagne-y, pinky coloured shimmer, and it's absolutely stunning. Again, excuse the faces I'm pulling. Then I go in with mascara, and the mascara I'm using at the minute is Paradise by L'Oreal. I literally love this mascara, like I only discovered it a few months ago, and it's so good. The wand is just perfect, and it gives my lashes a really volumised effect. The chances of me getting this on my face is high. I have to concentrate so much on putting mascara on. And there we go, I've got it on my nose. Oh dear. I've managed to get 2 specks of it on my face, as I said I would, so I'm going to try and fix that now. I've done a really terrible job of fixing it, but it'll do. And then onto lips. My favourite lipstick to use at the minute is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade, don't even know what it's called, not gonna lie to you, Ophelia, who knew. This is a really nice shade. It's quite pale. It's a bit darker than the one I used to use all the time, which is Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin. I still really love that. I've just run out of it and need to repurchase it. So yeah, this is my new favourite. I never line my lips, which is probably something I should start doing, but like, I think that the lipstick turns out alright without it. Then last but not least, I've got to wait for my lips to dry before applying this, but I always use a lip gloss, as I feel like it makes the liquid lipstick underneath just last longer. Like, I feel like it seals it in, plus it makes my lips look a bit more moisturised because the liquid lipstick just makes them look really dry. And this lip gloss is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu, and it's been my go-to for a long time. This is editing me realising that I stupidly forgot to click record when I sprayed my face with Urban Decay setting spray, so you can just have the little layover clip and pretend that I recorded it. And there we have it, my final everyday makeup look. Obviously I don't wear makeup every day, but whenever I choose to put makeup on, this is what I tend to go for, because like, I never find I just put some concealer on and mascara. As soon as I start, I like can't stop, and I end up doing kind of this. So here we have it. It's probably a bit more than what some people would go for on a daily basis, but I quite like how it looks and I think it works out well for me. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below so you can see when I next upload. And until then, bye!